When I left the reservation, it was probably like in the 50s, you know, like 52, 53, 1952, 1953. When you're young, you never see anything. I never knew we was real poor. You know, I just thought, well, we don't have any bread today. You know, no big deal. But I guess we were. You know, as I look back, I know that we were poor. And we had a hard time living and stuff like that. But with my education, and when I come back, I wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be an art teacher. And I always had this one guy that I really admired. His name was Oscar Howe. He was my hero. He was an art teacher at the University of South Dakota, professor. He had a family, which was really cool. I wanted to have a family. He lived in a real fine house. And he also was an artist, and that was my main thing. And Oscar, he portrayed everything I wanted to be. So he was my hero. And Herman Redout, he was my hero too, because he had all these stories inside of him and everything like that, you know. So I learned those things. I learned it real well. And now I go back to the reservation. I circle back through organizations that sponsor me, and they give me the opportunity to go down and do workshops and classes. And I challenge those kids that are down there just as much as I got challenged up here in high schools to be better at what I try to be. You know, to have a dream, to have a goal in life, and to do anything. You know, I tell them, hey, I'm no different than you. I came from Kyle, South Dakota. You know, when I left Kyle, there was probably 150 people, you know. So my family left, so that meant there was 147, you know. But today there's quite a few more, you know. But the dream, I always had that dream, was to be an artist, to be an art teacher, to have a family, you know. And the other dream I always had when I was up here in Rapid City was every time we lived down by the creek, and we'd go on Halloween and we'd go up to West Boulevard and we'd trick or treat. And we had good candy up there. Man, we'd come back, you know, we'd have candy for weeks, you know. Well, the other goal I had is I was going to live in Rapid City on West Boulevard. And I live in Rapid City on West Boulevard. You know, challenge yourself. I challenge myself every day to do something better and bigger. But I take that dream and that philosophy down to the reservations, not only on Pine Ridge, but area reservations. And I challenge those people. And I don't care how old they are. I don't care if they're 40 or 50. They still have that desire to be something else. You can walk out. But you're going to be scared as hell too, because you know you're leaving an environment that you're comfortable in. You got to leave that environment. But take that culture with you. Take that dream and take it with you when you go. Don't let it go away. And that's what I live on. I live on that dream. I challenge myself. I dream big. And so far, I'm doing all right.